was uncomfortable.
See, now I should.
Scary.
You were wanting a story earlier. I'll tell you.
Here we go.
We were playing at a kind of biker crowd bar in Wilmington, North Carolina. Now, biker crowds are some of the best crowds we play to.
Yeah,
we love playing to biker crowds, so this is not a worse gig story at all. It was actually a really good gig. But there was one guy, packed house, all these biker guys really getting into the show, watching the show, drinking, chilling out, rocking out. One guy being a little bit of a jackass. And he kept getting up on the stage, and it was like about a 3-foot elevation on the stage. He kept getting up there. Bambi is great with getting people to kind of move off the stage without, being rude or anything. And she asked the guy nicely to get off the stage several times. Well, the third or fourth time he was getting up on the stage, he was coming right up on the front. He put his right foot on this, 2.5, 3 foot elevation, and using his momentum to push himself up on the stage. And Bambi grabbed him by the throat and redirected that momentum.
Cheese and crackers.
And you see all of these biker guys start to get up like, I'm going to have to help this little girl out.
Yeah.
But he was using a lot of his own momentum to propel himself onto the stage. So it looked like Power Girl grabbed this guy by the throat and threw him backwards. So, at this point, his elevation from the ground is a good 5 feet off the ground because, it's a 3-foot stage, and he was pushing himself backwards off of that. Lands on his back on a table from 5. I mean, seriously, this was like a Bionic Woman kind of moment. If I could have a video of one thing that happened at any of our gigs.
That was Martian power.
Right? There we go. Yes, exactly.
I have also seen a night when there was a guy on the side of the stage who kept hitting Bambi's keyboard because he was a little bit inebriated and thought that it was amusing. And she politely asked him to stop, and he kept hitting it, and just this went on and on and on. And
he slapped my keyboard once.
He slapped the keyboard once, and Bambi slapped his hand and said, "Do not do that." And he said, "Oh, so you like it rough." Then he hit the keyboard hard. That was a bad move. And at that point, Bambi took her microphone and punched the guy in the face with her microphone and yelled, "If you broke my microphone with your face, you're buying me a new one."
Holy shit!
He dented it in.
So
He's so pissed.
I think the question is, how many shots do you do before a show, Bambi?
0.
Don't. Because I'm embarrassed when that stuff happens. I try to keep my cool, but it's just... Some people get drunk, and, I know they aren't thinking clearly, so I give them a few chances, but then there's the person that's just kind of an idiot.
There have only been a handful of these instances. I mean, we've played over 800 shows, and there's maybe been half a dozen, but the times that these things happen, it just lets the rest of the band and the rest of the audience know, don't mess with the Bambi.
And after those incidents happen, Ricky looks at her and says, "What song would you like to play next?"
Well, as I tell many people, Bambi is the muscle. Bambi is the talent.
We said she was Derby.
Yeah.
Bambi is the looks. Bambi is the brains.
No.
And then people say, "Well, Ricky, what's your position?" I own the van.
I hold the bass.
Too late. Famous with the live tonight, 'cause it's too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
BCX tonight.